Hi guys, let's continue section 5, solving cubic equations. Okay, section 5, solving equation. What does solving equation mean? Let's deal with linear. Y equals 2x plus 1. When I said solving equation, what do I do here? When what? Y equals 0 form, isn't it? Yeah, I can write that down, px 2x plus 1. So I'm looking for when px equals, I don't know what is x, 2x plus 1 becomes 0. That whole thing becomes 0. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's solving equation. And in this case, when y equals 0, which means same as, x intercepts. We're getting x intercept graphically, yeah, when they said solving equation. Or I can say you're finding root, the same thing, okay? Let's go and check for cubic now. So we just go and check our previous knowledge here. They said the null factor law applies to cubic equation. The same thing, null factor is equals 0. Px equals 0, yeah? So if, I'll write it down, Px equals x minus a, x minus b, x minus c, and that Px equals 0, that means we get this times equals 0 when x minus a equals 0, or because if that is 0, I will make everything 0. 0 times any number is going to be 0. Or x minus b equals 0, then also doesn't matter whatever a or c, that will be 0, or x minus c equals 0. That's the three possibilities, isn't it? I'm doing null factor law, yeah, and x minus a, x b, x c, isn't it? That's what we're doing so far. So nothing special. And what about this case? Px equals Lx minus a, mx minus b, and x minus c equals 0. So solutions, root, same language, yeah. Solutions root, which means what? When, what is x when px or y equals 0? When Lx minus a equals 0, mx minus b equals 0, I'll write down or nx minus c equals 0. That's why I keep using language or, because it doesn't matter. It's a possibility. If that is 0, everything is 0 anyway. So let's get that. Lx equals a, x equals a over divided by L, mx equals b, x equals b over m, or and nx minus c, so equals c, x is c over n. Those three. Okay? You guys are all happy with that? So that's what they talk about here. Yeah, I'll go to example 1. I'll do this together with you guys. Solve x minus 2, x plus 1, sorry, yeah, correct. 2x minus 3 equals 0. Therefore, solve, which means we'll make px equals what? 0. Good job. Px equals 0. So that is px. That is 0. 0 equals x minus 2, x plus 1, 2x minus 3. Good. And then I will get the solution when x minus 2 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0, or 2x minus 3 equals 0. Therefore, why did I do this? 2 x minus 1, 2x equals, go over there, 3, x equals 3 over 2. There's 3 possibilities. So x equals 2 or minus 1 or 3 over 2. So just write down, and doesn't really matter in this case. Can you go to page 264, page 264, example 16. So you do that in your exercise book, page 264, example 16, means solutions there, but using solve that question, okay? And then you compare your answer and solution answer. Okay, after you've done that, let's go to example 2. Example 2. Solve. When they say solve, px, whatever you have. In this case, px equals 4. X power 4 minus 16 x 2. Yep. Solve means px equals 0. Therefore, this equals 0. Yeah. What should I do here? What should I do? Always. I mean, we haven't done power 4. Yeah. However, what do you do? Always. When you factorize it, what's the first thing you need to do? That's it. Highest common factor. Go and check it. Do we have any? Here, yes. This both has what? X squared. There. This one minus 16. Therefore, I can say x squared, x cubed minus 16. Yeah. Good. Then all I need to do, just work that out here. X squared minus, a squared minus b squared equals a minus b, a plus b. Remember that? Yep. Therefore, in this case, x minus 4, x plus 4. Those kind of things. Remember now, write that down in your notes. We just did it like on last section 4. We just did a cubed minus b cubed, a cubed plus b cubed. Remember that, those kind of things, and write down together. So that's something you need to remember. Done it. Good. And then, did I finish here? No, because question actually asked, not just factorizing. If the question was factorizing, I'm done it. However, let's just solve it. Solve means px equals what? 0. Good? 0. So, when x squared equals 0, or x minus 4 equals 0, always same guys, or x plus 4 equals 0, this equation works. That means x, number times number, same number, equals 0. Therefore, x equals, only one number exists, 0. X equals 4, x equals minus 4. Done. Good job? Yeah. And then, can you go to page 264 in your textbook, example 17. Can you do A and B? You do that A first. Can you do it A? Make sure if you can see highest common factor, please took that out. Okay? And B, B. I will do this together with you. So can you do A first? I'll just wait. Don't just check solution. Don't do mathematics with your eyes. You have to use your hands. Okay. Pause it and do it. A. When you finish, you come back. Alright, I assume you're done. So let's go to B. B. 3. No. Oh, here. B. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 10x equals 0. Isn't it? Yeah. Same thing. X. X. Highest common factor. Always first. X squared plus 2x minus 10 equals 0. Okay. That's already given 0. So this means solving it. Then what do I need to do? I get that. I need to factorize this part. Yeah. Good. How can I factorize it? This part. I will let you do that. How are you going to do that? Can you do like 5, 2? No, doesn't work. 10, 1 doesn't work. No, I can't really factorize straight away. So what can we do? There are two options you can do. You can use formula. Good. Yeah, you can use formula or quadratic formula. Or what you can do is, you can use completing the square. I'll use completing the square in this case. I just want to show you either way it works. Okay, x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 1 minus 10 equals 0. I'm showing you this whole part become x plus 1 squared minus 11 equals 0. Yeah. And then deliberately make this is a squared, therefore I can make this b squared form. Isn't it? Which means a minus b, a plus b. I can make square form. How? When a is x plus 1 and b is root 11. You can do it always. Yep. So if there was 12, I can say root 12 squared. So I can make squared number, and 7, root 7 squared. That's all I need to do. Yeah, the same. So in this case, you should get x plus 1 minus root 11, x plus 1 plus root 11 equals 0. So I'll continue that. That means x equals 0. And what else? X equals minus 1 plus root 11 from here. Yep, this one. And then from here, x equals minus 1 minus root 11. Good. That when I plug in here, that will make that 0. Okay. Or just do x plus 1 minus plus root 11 equals 0. And then you can rearrange it. You will get the same answer. Okay. Please remember this. I can actually use square root in this case as well. Yep. Otherwise, just go to quadratic formula. That will work. It takes a bit of time. Done that. Let's go to example 3. That question is related to what we just done it. X cubed plus 3 squared. 10x equals 0. It's very similar, isn't it? Yeah, very similar. Probably easier. Before we doing it, first thing you need to check, highest common factor. Can you see it? Yes, in this case, x. Can you do it first? I'll let you do this first. I'll just give you the answer when you finish it. Pause it and try. Okay, that should be the solution. Yep, 5, 2. You get 0 minus 5, 2, x equals. Hopefully you get that. Yep. And then example 4. 2x cubed minus 11x squared plus 18x minus 9 equals 0. Yeah. Do we have highest common factor here? X. No, there is no x. Not even. No, it's an odd number there. I don't have it. Okay. And then now we're dealing with cubic, isn't it? Cubic. So what's the first thing you need to do? Factorize cubic. Yeah? Okay? The first thing we need to do, we need to have one factor, isn't it? We need to have one factor. How do you get that one factor? That's it. You find a factor using trial and error. Sometimes it's given, sometimes not. If it's not given, in this case it's not given, isn't it? We have to go and try. I said usually you use what? When x equals 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, and continues, but you usually get somewhere here. In this case, I put p equals 1, 2 times 1 minus 11 times 1 plus 18, 1 minus 9 equals 0. When you do it, you will get 0. Therefore, x equals 1. Okay, that's one factor. I move it. X minus 1 equals 0. So x minus 1 is a factor. Good. And then I will do two ways here. Okay, I will use short division and synthetic division. Okay, so x minus 1 and then okay, 2x cubed minus 11x squared plus 18x minus 9 equals 0, isn't it? Yep. That x, that's cube, so we should have cubic when I times this, which means I should have here quadratic. X squared will make x cubed. However, I need 2 from here, so it's 2x squared, isn't it? What about the number? This number times number here, because it's only numbers I can make it, should be minus 9. Therefore, minus 1 times what is minus 9? Plus 9. And then in the middle, I don't know, so I write down ax. But I know this is x from here, isn't it? Yeah. So I already get 2x squared plus 9. All I need to get is finding what is a. Yeah. Using a, there are only two. How can I get squared x squared once, which is minus 11x squared equals, in this case, minus 1 times 2. Okay, when I times these two, I can get squared number minus 2x squared, and then x and x plus ax squared. Okay, don't worry about the x squared. Minus 11 equals minus 2 plus a. In this case, a equals minus 9. So I can write down x minus 1, 2x squared minus 9x plus 9. Okay, and then I can continue. I haven't finished it. Linear factor 2, 1, 2, 1. That's a possibility. This one 9, 1, 9. No, it's too big. 3, 3. And then 6, 3 makes minus 9, so I need negative and negative. Negative times negative is positive. So I can have x minus 1, 2x minus 3, x minus 3. Done it. Therefore, solving it, x equals 1, 3 over 2, and 3. When you solve it, I'll just write that down. Okay, you can continue. Or I can use synthetic one, 2, 11, 18, minus 9. And then what makes that 0? 1 times 1. 2, 2 times it. 13, 13, and 20, 31, 31. And then I get 22. Am I right? So, no, I did something wrong. Where was it? Is that right on probably? Did something wrong. Oh, where was it? Should get 0, isn't it? Oh, here. Minus 2. Okay, so that's minus 9. Yeah. Minus 9. Then that is times it. Minus 9. That will give me 9. And then 9 and 0. Sorry guys. Don't make mistake. So I know one factor is x minus 1, and then 2x squared minus 9x plus 9. So I get the same. And then I can do the same thing. So it's up to you, but as long as x minus 1, the coefficient is 1, synthetic is pretty easy option for you, as long as that is coefficient is 1. In this level, yes, you will get most of the time 1. Can you go to example 19? Example 19, and try that question. Okay, try that question. Example 19. In your textbook, example 19. This one? Yeah. Okay. The last part we're doing today. When you have a x minus b cubed plus c equals 0 form, the same as like quadratic ones. You had quadratic and number form. X squared plus 4. I'll really simplify this one. Yeah. All you need to do, you separate number and then solve it, wasn't it? I'll make minus 4, so that much easier to look at it. Okay. So x equals plus minus 2. That's how you did it, wasn't it? Yep. We'll keep using that. The same thing, but this is form of square plus number or cube plus number form. Okay, cubic here. This is cube plus number form. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You don't expand it. You don't expand. I'm saying one more. You don't expand this. They ask to solve it. To solve. Solve. When you have question, they said solve. The first thing you need to do is factorizing. You factorize it. Factorizing is inverse function of expanding. They ask you solve. You need to factorize, not expanding it. If you expand it, you're doing opposite thing. The first thing, don't expand. What you need to do here, you factorize. When you factorize, go and check what's the possibility. Highest common factor, no. Oh, it's cube plus number, so I can separate them. Okay? Because there is no x squared, isn't it? Usually you got x cubed, just move to b, that's it. X cubed and x squared plus x, but there is no x squared, there is no x. All you're dealing with is just cubic form plus number. It's a unique form. In this case, you just separate it, cube equals number. Okay? So let's check this together. What they done, you look at this one first, okay? They separate the number, okay? And then obviously work that out, get rid of that number, isn't it? X minus b equals, you can make that obviously, get rid of cubic, yeah? And then all I want to know is x, so x, and then you move that b parts here. That's how you get. Okay? In this case, well, you can use it. I'll just go that question straight away. 3x plus 2 cubed plus 192 equals 0. Look at it. It's an unusual form, isn't it? I have x cubed and the number. There is no x squared or x. In this case, yes, if you have same thing with the quadratic, x squared plus number equals 0, you separate them. In this case, same thing, you separate them. It's much easier. And then x plus 2, I'll just continue here. Cube, just going opposite, minus 192 over 3, isn't it? So all I want to know is x. I mean, I can use cubic. That is what? Minus 64. So x plus 2 cube equals minus 64. Yep. And then I'll get rid of that. What do I need to do? Cubic root. X plus 2 equals what number? Cube, you have to be careful with that. Yeah, cube number. What number gives me minus 64 times 4? Minus 4, isn't it? 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Make sure if cubic is not squared number, you times 3 times. So minus times minus times minus will give me negative. Okay, so negative 4. So always follow that sign anyway. X equals minus 4 minus 2. Good. X equals minus 6. Therefore, x equals minus 6. That's simple enough. The first thing, this question going to be written is solve 3x plus 2 plus 192 equals 0. They said solve, which is already given there, isn't it? Solve. The first thing you need to do, factorize. Oh, factorize. You factorize it. Yep. Factorizing is opposite inverse process of expansion. So are you going to expand? No. Okay, don't expand it. Don't expand. I'm saying 3 times. Don't expand. Obviously, this is really common mistake. You make it. That's why I'm doing this. In the exam, lots of kids expand. Solve, factorize. Okay, factorize, look at the number, or you say unique form, cube plus number, then you separate. I hope I gave you this message properly. Remember that? Remember that? Okay, let's go. And make sure you're going through with your CAS calculator, so you're able to using your calculator as well. Okay. As you heard, we got this and next week for online, and you come back week 5, isn't it? Yeah. So I will plan to have test, quadratic test next week through the online. Yep. And then I will finish cubic through online by next week. Yep. And then when you come back, I will go through a bit more with you. Yeah. And then you will have test face to face. Okay, that's the plan. All right. Hopefully you happy with that. So previous lesson, section 4, and this will be your Wednesday lesson. Your Wednesday lesson. Okay. Thanks, guys. Make sure you go through 4 and 5. Okay. 5. No, I'm catching up the other class at the moment, so a little bit, but you can do it, I believe. Yeah. All right. So all we need to do is 1, 2, 3. It's not much there anyway. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Thanks, guys.